We do these silly things, but why? I think sometimes it's to challenge ourselves, sometimes to dare, or even a rite of passage. But about 10 years ago, I went 25 k's offshore by myself and I went spearfishing. And in front of me, coming towards me, was a 10-foot shark. And it wasn't cute, Shannon. Do you know that the most common way for a male to die in this country between the ages of 15 and 44 is by their own hand? We lose 6.5 men every day in this country to suicide. And that's over 2,300 men a year. And that's twice that of the national road toll. And a lot of us have been raised to believe that we shouldn't show our emotions or our feelings, that we shouldn't ask for help or cry, and we definitely shouldn't ask for directions, right? So how do we cope with these expectations that are thrust upon us? Well, that's simple. We put on a man mask. And a man mask is the face we show to the rest of the world that we're tough and strong and everything's okay. In reality, we're actually struggling with pain, hurt, depression, sometimes even trauma. We take all that hurt, that pain, that emotional trauma, we stuff it down as far as we can. We try to ignore it. But if you push on something long enough and hard enough, pretty soon it's going to start to push back. Me, age 5. About 6 months after this photo was taken, when I was young, cute, innocent, and a bit of a rat bag, about 6 months later, I was sexually abused by a neighbour. And I felt guilt, shame, and embarrassment. So at the age of 20, I put on my first man mask and I pretended I was okay and strong, and I lived like that for the next 30 years with nothing but depression. I felt like a failure and I felt like a fraud. Complete emotional freedom for the first time in my life. So now I share my story so I can encourage others to share theirs, so they can take their first step in the healing process. Could you imagine a society full of men who are respectful, honest, integral, passionate, authentic, emotionally strong and vulnerable? Oh my God. So if you do know someone who's struggling, I'd like to let you know about these 5 tips that really helped me, and hopefully it'll help them in their first step into their healing process. This could be the first step to an amazing journey, which is the rest of your life. By being better fathers, you get to pass this knowledge on to your children. And we can set a foundation so future generations can actually live these happy, fulfilled, and empowered lives.